Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Darrell Owens Legacy Maker Sports Network, and we got a good one on our hands today. We got the VCU Rams 15-2 taking on the LaSalle Explorers 6-11. We will be back here in just a few minutes. That was a national anthem. Great job for the young men choir that we had out here singing the national anthem. But we'll be back with more here on the Legacy Maker Sports Network in just a little bit as we bring you today's broadcast.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Legacy Financial Wellness with Rita Stewart. Let us help safeguard your family's future while you focus on living your best life. Discover the peace of mind that comes with having the right financial plan in place. Rita Stewart is a dedicated, experienced professional ready to guide you on your financial journey. Our expertise lies in helping clients create a robust and enduring financial foundation to build on into the future. Make sure you check out Rita Stewart and Legacy Financial Wellness. You can reach Rita at 804-677-7555, on Instagram at Money Matters and T, on the World Wide Web at LegacyFinancialWellness.com, on Facebook at Legacy Financial Wellness, and by email at rita.stewart@fiveringsfinancial.com. Also being brought to you by Bates Virtual Health and Consultants, LLC. You can reach Dr. Demetria Bates at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or at 804-608-9202.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your man, Darrell Owens. We've got ourselves a broadcast. It's the first game of a doubleheader as the VCU Rams take on the LaSalle Explorers. The 15-2 VCU Rams. This is a complete turnaround from last year's team where you saw a team go 7-22, a lot of close games, a lot of battles, and they just couldn't pull it off. Complete opposite this year. This team has been on fire. They did not lose in December. They have one loss here this month, and that was against crosstown rival and number one team in the Atlantic 10, the Richmond Spiders. Their other loss came to James Madison. So two in-state rivals were able to kind of knock them off, but they're looking to hold up strong today against a LaSalle Explorers team who's trying to get things rolling. They're 3-3 in the Atlantic 10, and they're hoping to bounce things back for themselves as they get ready. But this should be a really good matchup today coming from the Siegel Center. But it's one of two, because guess what? Later on tonight, myself and Rob Johnson will bring you the Richmond Spiders taking on the Dayton Flyers. That matchup will happen tonight at 6 p.m. on the Legacy Maker Sports Network. And we have the starting lineups about to go down now here from the Siegel Center. So as we have it listed, starters right now for LaSalle. You'll have Nicole Malicious. She's averaging 10 points per game, number 10, the guard. Then number 12, my favorite name in the Atlantic 10. I got a chance to talk to her about this during the Atlantic 10 Media Day, and that's Molly Massantonio. She's averaging 9.1 assists. Last year led the nation, number one in the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio, so she knows how to take care of the ball, and she knows how to do things. One of the best point guards in the country. Then we got number 13, Michaela Miller. She'll be starting at guard there for LaSalle, averaging 9.6 points per game. So that'll be another person that you're going to have to just watch out for today, and that she could be a little bit of a problem. Then we got Jolene Armendariz. Armendariz averaging 5.1 points per game with 5.9 rebounds per game. And then Haley Childs, who's played in 14 games this year, averaging 2 points per game, will be starting for LaSalle. For the VCU Rams, starting the guard. They're not going to say everything, but she is a very critical part of this VCU Rams team. She was all conference, preseason all conference, and that's Sarah Tibiasu averaging 13.9 points per game. Then you got Tamaya Lewis-Uzi, the guard, averaging 12.7 points per game. The other guard, Mariana Asari, averaging 11.4 points per game. And then you have Lucia Sotelo. She's averaging 2.8 points per game. And the young lady in the middle averaging 7.9 rebounds and 5.1 points. That's Miss Mikhail Parham. So, good one here from the Siegel Center. I'm Darrell Owens, LegacyMaker Sports Network. We cannot wait to get this one started. Cannot wait. Hope you all truly, truly enjoyed today's broadcast as we bring you a good one here from the Siegel Center. So the starting lineups are officially happening now. And like I said, coming into this one, you're a VCU team that has been on fire. And they lost 2 games, one against James Madison back in November. Then they did lose to Richmond a couple of weeks ago. And personal opinion, I see a matchup that could be happening in the future, definitely in the A-10 tournament. They do have to play one more time. And I'm pretty sure VCU will be ready when that time comes during the Atlantic 10 tournament, or especially when they come back to the Siegel Center, to battle each other here in a couple of weeks. So that's something to look forward to here in the next couple of weeks. Very excited about that. Now, today here, it's Barbie and Ken Day. So, a lot of pink in the building. VCU is wearing the gray uniforms with the pink trim. And we see LaSalle wearing the all gold with the blue lettering and blue trim. So we'll have a good one here from this Siegel Center. I'm Darrell Owens, LegacyMaker Sports Network. I'll let the Peppers jam it out. All right, they say you don't want to go to war with the Rams. We're about to find out here. 15-2, the VCU Rams taking on the LaSalle Explorers here on the LegacyMaker Sports Network. First time this year we get a chance to see this VCU team at home. We did do 2 broadcasts so far for the VCU Rams back when they took on Delaware at the brand new Henrico Sports and Entertainment Arena, where they were able to get the victory there. And then the VCU lost to Richmond in a game that they had to lead the entire time. And believe me, this team has been on the warpath. So right off the bat, straight to the basket, and 2 points for LaSalle. Whoa, right off, Michaela Miller drives straight to the basket and puts it in for 2. Oh, man, what a way to start here for LaSalle. A 2-0 game right off the bat. And Miller will knock it down. 3-0 LaSalle. Tibiasu will bring the ball up the floor here for VCU. Parham back to Tibiasu on the wing. Swings it to Asari on the opposite wing. Over to Lewis-Uzi at the top of the key. Pump fakes, gives it over to Parham inside. She swings it back to Asari. Then Sotelo tried to get it to Lewis-Uzi. It was tipped, and she knocks it down on the floater. Tamaya Lewis-Uzi. 3-2. 9 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock. Mass Antonio, one of the best point guards in the nation. Working against Asari. And misses that one off the glass. Lewis Uti pushing the pace. Sotelo will kick it to Tibiasu at the top. Back to Sotelo, who drives the baseline over to Lewis Uti back to Asari. So Lewis Uti got this thing started for VCU. Now Parham pump fakes from the elbow, drives inside, lost control of it, and puts it in for two. That was some solid defense there by Haley Childs, but Parham was just a little too much. 4-3, VCU up. Miller has possession. Miller takes a couple dribbles. Little crossover move. The three. Oh, knocked down. Armendarius. So Armendarius knocks it down to make this a 6-4 LaSalle lead. 8 minutes and 15 seconds. Sotelo driving inside. Oh, she ran right into Childs. And a traveling violation on Sotelo. Let me tell you something. You just don't run into Childs and think you're going to get away with it. She ran right into her. She hit the ground. A traveling violation called against VCU as Antonio brings the ball up the floor for LaSalle. 8 minutes left in this first quarter. Armendarius will get it over to Malaysius. Back to Armendarius. Inside to Childs. Childs working against Parham, using the size there, but it's short. Rebound by Parham. Lewis Uti pushing the pace up the floor, off the glass for two. VCU ties it up 6-6. 6-6. 7 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock in this first period. Michaela Miller backing down. Tibiasu trying to use her size advantage, and she does, off the glass for two. 8-6. So a good start here for LaSalle. Sotelo over to Tibiasu at the top of the key to Asari on the far wing. Parham with the pull-up jumper right near the elbow, but it's a little short as Armendarius tries to save it there for LaSalle. But it looks like it will stay with VCU, and we got some mass changes coming in for LaSalle. So quite a few changes. Like Turco is now in the game, as well as Tierra Bolden and number 5, Amber Bullard, in the game now for LaSalle. Lewis Uti at the top of the key to Tibiasu. Tibiasu driving, and we got a foul here, and this one's going to be on Miller. So foul on Miller as Lewis Uti will take it out for VCU. Over to Sarah Tibiasu. Now over to Asar, who goes to the top of the key. Lewis Uti from the wing tried to give it down low to Izzy. Jennifer Izzy, who's now in the contest for VCU. And I thought I heard timeout, but maybe not. As Emma Egan will now come in for LaSalle from Mount Washington, Kentucky. The sophomore, 5'8" guard will come in for LaSalle. Antonio working against Lewis Uti. Turco try to get it back to Antonio, who almost lost it. That's a matchup I'm intrigued to see today. Antonio versus Tibiasu. Should be a fun one. Holden, the junior, tried to look inside to Bullard, but she lost it. Now VCU up the floor. Lewis Uti over to Tibiasu, swings it to the wing to Asari, who drives amongst the trees there with Bullock. And also Turco there, the junior. And the foul looks like we'll send Asari to the line. And this will be the First free throws for VCU today. 8-6 contest, 5 minutes and 44 seconds. And Asari knocks down her first points of the day. And she knocks down the second. 8-8. Mass Antonio will bring it up the floor. And Asari guard Mass Antonio. VCU has 3 guards that are just outstanding with Asari Tibiasu and Louis Uti. Oh, great pass inside there by Turco looking for Egan, but she lost control of it. Bullock gets the rebound. Her layup will roll off the right side of the rim, and this goes out of bounds and will stay with LaSalle. You can hear Coach McGilvery barking out instructions from the sideline, trying to get his explorers in the right spots. 5 minutes and 14 seconds, 8-8. Bolden driving with the left off the glass for 2, 10-8. Tibiasu up the floor here for this VCU team, down by 2. Over to Asari on the wing, Perham at the top. Now Khalil from the near wing, who's now Khalil in the game for VCU. Tibiasu's 3 off the back of the rim, rebound by Turco, who decides to pull it out, gives it over to Bolden. Her 3 attempt is off, and it will go out of bounds, and it'll be VCU ball. Now, this LaSalle team shoots the 3 a lot. So they're ranked 13th in the nation with 3-point attempts per game, and they take about 26 threes a game. So they're not afraid to shoot the 3, and they're ranking in the top 20 in the nation in that category. So watch out for that today. That'll be something to be aware of throughout today's contest. I'm Darrell Owens, LegacyMaker Sports Network. LaSalle's up 10-8 here with 4 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll be back here in just a second. We hear a word from our sponsors.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Legacy Financial Wellness with Rita Stewart. Let us help safeguard your family's future while you focus on living your best life. Discover the peace of mind that comes with having the right financial plan in place. Rita Stewart is a dedicated, experienced professional ready to guide you on your financial journey. Our expertise lies in helping clients create a robust and enduring financial foundation to build on into the future. Make sure you check out Rita Stewart and Legacy Financial Wellness. You can reach Rita at 804-677-7555, on Instagram at Money Matters and T, on the World Wide Web at LegacyFinancialWellness.com, on Facebook at Legacy Financial Wellness, and by email at rita.stewart@5ringsfinancial.com. Also being brought to you by Bates Virtual Health and Consultants, LLC. You can reach Dr. Demetria Bates at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or at 804-608-9202. Hustle indefinitely. Part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. It will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more of a challenge. But in the end, it will make you stronger mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't give up, don't quit. It's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. The new movie, Black Sheep, coming from Legendary Culture Films. A young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets becomes an outcast and the target. And then it turns into war in the city.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from the timeout. VCU has the ball. Zole Khalil will swing it over to Tibiasu. Grace Hudson, who's now in the contest, gave it to Parham, who lost control of it, taken by Bolden and the Explorers. Mass Antonio has it. Mass Antonio taking the pick there from Bullard. Armendariz driving with the up and under, off the glass, off the left side of the rim, and it's the rebound by Turco. Turco. Turco had to dive on the floor there, as well as Bolden, but VCU will retrieve it. Tibiasu to Hudson, pump faked it. Give it over to Parham. Back to Hudson at the top. Parham thought about the jumper there from the free throw line. Gives it over to Tibiasu here on the near wing. Tibiasu back to Parham, who looks inside to Izzy. And that one's a little bit short. And it looks like it's going to be out of bounds on LaSalle because Armendariz went diving out of bounds and looked like she was the last one to touch the basketball. So 10-8 as we have some substitutions. Khalil and Parham will come out. We see Sam Robinson, one of the captains of this VCU team, come in. Louis Uzi also back in the contest here for VCU. And so with a turnover, we'll see LaSalle take the basketball with 3 minutes and 10 seconds with a 10-8 lead here in this first period. And it looks like we also will see Childs come back in the contest for Bullard. And we also will see Michaela Miller return, and she comes in for Tierra Bolden. Miller over to Mass Antonio. A little bit of a pump fake there. We'll give it over to Armendariz, and we've got a holding foul called against VCU. Mass Antonio with the pump fake. Over to Miller. Miller to Childs, who's near the elbow. Gives it back to Miller. Miller is working against Izzy, and Izzy kind of walked away from it, and Miller knocks down the jumper. 12-8 LaSalle.